Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Remember the time when you were a child and boys would chase girls only to tease them and make fools out of themselves? I remember them too. One time, I even had to fight with a boy who teased me so much that I lost my temper and hit him during school. The teacher was actually criticizing him, thinking he was hitting me first instead. Back then, I didn't realize that he did all of this just because he liked me. When a boy, guy, or man likes a girl, it's in his nature to make a fool out of himself and to do or ask things that you would never expect. To save you from unnecessary overthinking, here are the top 10 weird questions a guy might ask you when he really likes you, so don't jump to conclusions yet. 10. What is something you used to do as a child that you wish you could still do? No, he's not trying to talk about just anything. As a matter of fact, if he asks you this one, he wants to know you on a deeper level. He wants to learn about your past, personality, preferences, and goals. He wants all of that because he wants you with all of his body and heart, so you better believe him. 9. What was the worst date you've ever been on? This one's similar to the fourth one. What do you usually do when someone is annoying you? He wants to find out in time about your definition of a bad date so that he doesn't make the same mistakes like guys before him. Evidently, he likes you a lot, and he's ready to do anything to prevent messing things up with you. And that's the main reason why he would ever decide to ask you these weird questions in the first place. Witty? I know. 8. Are eyebrows considered facial hair? Really? Many of us would think that someone is making a fool out of us by asking us this question. But if a guy asks you this, know that he's trying to be humorous and witty at the same time. He wants to make you laugh and show you that he's not like the rest of them. 7. What's one thing you'd like to go back in time and change? A guy might ask you this one when he wants to keep the conversation going, and this one's perfect for it. He will ask this especially if he's extra nervous around you and he doesn't want to screw things up. 6. If you could jump into a pool of anything, what would it be? If a guy asks you any of the already mentioned questions along with this one thing is sure, he's definitely not a player. Players are only interested in asking standard questions that are a little bit boring. But guys with pure intentions will make an effort to find perfectly weird questions like this one, only to capture your attention and show you how much they like you. 5. What does your name mean? If you have a less common name, the chances are that a guy will ask you for its real meaning. And lucky you, this means he's really interested in getting to know you better, and he's not like one of those who just want to jump into your pants. So you shouldn't ignore the importance of it. 4. What do you usually do when someone is annoying you? This one's a witty one. If he asks you about what you usually do when someone is annoying you, he's actually collecting information for his future needs and trying to figure out whether he's ever annoyed you. So when you give him an answer, he will process it in his head to see whether he's ever annoyed you so far because he really likes you. Also, he will keep it in mind for future dates with you because he doesn't want to mess things up. 3. What was the worst job you ever had? This one sounds a little bit weird because it evokes some of your bad memories from the past. I mean, no one likes to remind themselves of their previous crappy job unless someone insists on it. But believe it or not, his intention is not to remind you of your crappy job, but to sympathize with you. If he's asking you to share some painful experiences from the past, his only intention is to bond and connect with you. We women do it in a different way, and that's why it's hard to understand. Guys think this is a perfect way to show a girl that they want to connect with her and that they understand her. 2. What would you grab first if your house was on fire? I mean, really, at first sight, this question sounds really immature, and you can't really connect it with him being genuinely interested in you. But if you look at it from a different perspective, you will see things more clearly. If a guy asks you this question, he's subconsciously trying to learn about your personality type. So if you answer that, you would grab your laptop first over some other thing, he will instantly classify you into a certain category. and he will be glad that he learned something new about you. But don't worry that your answer will be wrong. The best bet is just to answer honestly and not think too much about it. 1. Do you have a best friend? This one might seem a little bit odd, but no, he's not trying to hit on your best friend. If he asks you this, it means he's interested in meeting them because he wants to have a relationship with you. He knows that if he wants to win you, he will also need to win the sympathies of your best friend and other friends as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.